Hey, MFFLs, who is ready for some Dallas Mavericks basketball? If you are, then like this video. A couple more preseason games and then opening night on October 21st. I can't believe NBA basketball is almost back. If you're as excited as I am, then like this video. On today's show, we're going to take some looks at some predictions for the upcoming season for your Dallas Mavericks. I'm Harrison Graham, and you're watching Dallas Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. Thought we would take a look at some season predictions for your Dallas Mavs. So we'll have 4 different ones to look at here, starting with Luka Doncic himself. I believe he's going to win MVP this year. He's the early betting favorite to do so. That's been consistent throughout the offseason. I thought he did some awesome things with Team Slovenia this summer, I should say, in the Olympics. Really kind of had to be that vocal and physical leader for that team because obviously he was playing with a bunch of non-NBA players. I think he's ready for the next step, the next jump after signing that $207 million Supermax this summer. I'm expecting a leap from Luka Doncic this year because you're entering year 4. He's been kind of a second-tier MVP candidate the last 2 years. I think this is the year that he might be able to win it all and win that award for the Mavericks. Averaged 28, 8, and 8 last year, 48% from the field, 35% from 3. I think he could average a 30-point, close to triple-double, and if he continues to get better from three-point range, he's just going to be unstoppable. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with in the NBA. Now, here are the MVP odds as we sit right now, and Luka's the favorite at plus 400. Steph Curry plus 500, Giannis at plus 600, Joel Embiid plus 700, then Kevin Durant at plus 800. Vegas believes that Luka is the favorite to win the award, and if he carries the Mavs to a 50-plus win season and averages 39 and 8 or something like that, I mean, it's going to be hard for him to not be a finalist at the very least. Will Luka Doncic win MVP this year? Type Y for yes, type in for no. We'll make this the pinned comment on today's video, so if you get hit with the YouTube ad break, scroll on down and answer this question at the pinned comment. All right, our next Mavericks prediction here. Kristaps Porzingis will play 60-plus games. So a couple of reasons why I think this is possible. Number one, and most importantly, he is coming off his first fully healthy offseason since joining the Mavs. You think about that. He's been in Dallas, 3 years now? And this is the first time he hasn't had some kind of cleanup procedure, some kind of surgery in the offseason. He was able to work out. He was able to work on his game. He's healthy. He's reportedly in great shape. Tim Hardaway Jr. has consistently said how motivated he is. And with the NBA back on its normal 82-game schedule, I think he can get 60-plus this year. I'm cautiously optimistic about KP's health and his play this upcoming season. New regime, it seems that him and Luka have ironed things out. Jason Kidd has brought some fresh energy to this organization, and I think that KP will play a lot of games. Now, I think he's going to sit quite a few back-to-backs still, but even if he sits out most of those, that means he'll still play over 60 games, assuming an injury doesn't pop up. Obviously, there's always a chance with him, but I think that the offseason conditioning and being able to work out is a very, very big deal. Now, you look at his numbers last year. Honestly, if you get something like this year, but you just get more games, that's great. If he averages 20 and 9, shoots 48% from the field and 38% from 3, sign me up. Let's ride, baby. KP giving you almost a double-double on efficiency as well. Gives you a little bit better defense now that he is fully healthy. I definitely think that is absolutely a possibility for the Dallas Mavericks to get a long and healthy season out of Kristaps Porzingis, and they definitely need it because Luka Doncic needs a legitimate sidekick. So what do you guys think? Will Kristaps play 60 games this year? Type O if you think it'll be 60 or more. Type U if you think it'll be less than 60 or injury pops up, whatever the case may be. Get your votes in over under 60 games for KP this season. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring today's show. You can go to chatsports.com/MFFL. Use the promo code MFFL. We can show you those MVP betting odds once again because if you want to go bet on Luka Doncic to win MVP, that is the place to do it. 4-1 odds to win it. So you put down $10, you could win 40 and your initial 10 back. Maybe you're feeling Kevin Durant is better value there. Sounds like Kyrie Irving might not be playing for the Brooklyn Nets, so that's not a bad value play at plus 800. You, of course, can bet on all all other kinds of things as well. Bet on the Dallas Cowboys this week. They're playing fantastic. Chatsports.com/MFFL. Use that promo code MFFL to get that 125% deposit bonus. All right, next prediction. Dwight Powell or Maxi Kleber will get traded. Well, you think about this roster, right? Dallas currently has 4 centers on the roster, and that doesn't even include KP and Maxi Kleber. So they got 6 dudes that can play the 5. A couple of them just happen to play the 4 as well. That's a lot of bigs on this roster, and I think this team could use another quality wing player. So I think around the trade deadline, if this team is in contention and they have a lot of extra bigs available, you could see them ship one of these guys out. You look at the bigs Dallas has. Dwight Powell, 6'10", plays mostly center, can play some 4, but mostly plays the 5. Maxi Kleber, plays some 4, plays some 5. He's 6'10" as well. Willie Cauley-Stein, 7-footer. Moses Brown, 7'2". Kristaps Porzingis, 7'3". Boban, 7'4". You know KP and Boban aren't going anywhere. Sounds like Moses Brown is going to make this team. Maybe Willie Cauley-Stein is the guy that gets cut and doesn't make the roster, but I don't think so. I think he's pretty safe. I don't think there's enough minutes to go around for all these dudes. Now, maybe a guy like Moses Brown doesn't play a ton, but I kind of like what I've seen from him. I think he's a guy that should get some minutes. So I would not be surprised if Dallas is looking for some wing depth at the trade deadline, and maybe a guy like Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber is one of the players who gets traded because they both have value and they both have contracts that could be moved. Type DP for Dwight Powell. Type MK for Maxi Kleber. Pick one to trade if you had to decide right now. Who would you rather trade? Go ahead and vote down in the comments. All right, my last prediction is Jalen Brunson will be a 6th-man finalist this season. So he's entering year 4 with Dallas, was one of the better bench guards in the NBA a year ago. I think he's pretty locked in to be that 6th man for Dallas this year. He, of course, can start in a pinch if needed. But this is a big year for Jalen Brunson because he's set to enter free agency after this year. He's trying to get the bag. He's trying to get paid. So how do you do that? You take another step forward. Average 15, 16 points off the bench. Maybe you're a 6th Man of the Year award finalist. I think that's very, very possible. What he did last year in the regular season was very impressive. 12.5 points, 3.5 assists, over 52% from the floor, almost 41% from 3. If he does that same efficiency but averages more points, a.k.a. more volume, 15-plus points per game, it's going to be hard to ignore his impact on this roster coming off the bench, and that could make him a 6th-man finalist this upcoming year. I think it's possible. I think there's a decent chance it happens, and if it does, then the Mavericks are probably going to have to give him the bag. Will the Mavs sign Jalen Brunson to a contract extension? Type 1 for yes. Type 2 for no. Go ahead and get your predictions down below in the comments. All right, those are some of my biggest Mavs predictions. If you have any other outlandish ones or maybe you agree or disagree with me, just let us know down in the comment section. I'll be reading them. Also, subscribe for more videos. Opening night is less than 10 days away. YouTube.com/MavsTV. We'll have you guys covered throughout the season.